If you're looking to start a startup, and especially if you want to get into YCombinator, so for the spring session that's coming up, YC has a list of ideas that they want to see within this cohort. One of them is AI for government. And they specifically described here that they're looking for a solution where a lot of government workers are still processing documents by hand. So once they do get a lot of these forms, maybe through the mail or online, it's all still happening manually, one by one. So they're looking for a way to solve this issue. From a technical standpoint, this is kind of like a document processing software. And this would be a really good niche to start in because you can expand this to all different sectors later on. The problem is selling to government is very difficult because it's very secured. There's not too much open communication with who works there and who runs these different departments within the organization. And this is like a huge sales issue along with a technical issue. And that's why they want someone to try to take a hack at this and maybe see if they can get somewhere within this field. So YCombinator has asked for a lot of other ideas as well. Some of them seem very difficult and challenging compared to just this document processing software that would be sold to the governments. Some of them is like they want to find a way where you can not only use AI for like technology, but also to automate in like human actions. So like specifically like moving boxes, things like that. Using AI for robotics. These are way more technically challenging and would require a lot more upfront costs to deliver a solution. So the second most easiest idea I see on the list for the spring cohort for YCombinator 2026 is AI native agencies. So building an agency does require a lot of labor, but it's not as complicated as I would say building an AI robotics team, in my opinion, because you need a lot more specific tools and knowledge revolving around that field that maybe you might not have access to. But for agencies, there are a lot of upcoming agencies that it does take a lot of willpower at first to build the first few employees because you do need a lot of human resources for this. But it's not as complicated as, let's say, robotics or space or any of these other fields that they're talking about, like cryptocurrency, trying to build another startup with stablecoin. All of this is very regulatory heavy. AI agencies are not. So this could be something like your content agency targeting ad work for the top Fortune 500 companies, specifically within the product display area. So your AI would be heavily specialized and trained on displaying products in a visually appealing way, and this would allow you to pump out more work within your agency. Another type of an idea for this field would be maybe creating an agent for specific product placement. So a product placement agency would work really well right now because there are a lot of accounts that do need product placement ads and just regular content to display on their accounts because we're growing more and more with social media. So this would be a great idea to try to go for within the YCombinator space. So for this idea, you're still going to have a team that builds out these ads because the AI agent will do most of the work, but not everything. You do have to manage the relationship, deal with invoices and other things you need when you're working with an agency. So another idea that would fit this would be an AI agent that's being used to create online designs and graphics for websites. So like a go-to page, landing page, pages that you're looking to convert customers on. This is already a big problem for a lot of websites because this is going to be like the only page most customers really see. You can try to build an AI agent that specifically is working on this problem and is customized to provide solutions within the space that actually work. So this would limit the amount of time and resources you need to initially come up with your first rough draft of a design. And then from there, you can scale an agency pretty fast if you're able to deliver proper content, design, graphics that the other company is really looking for. And so this is why they were requesting this idea, because it's a very scalable idea once you get the first initial agent started within your specific niche. So this is how I would go about maybe researching this startup idea, would be to go on Fiverr or Upwork and then see what type of designers and what they're specializing in and the type of work that they're doing, and try to pick a niche and try to create an AI agent that is specific in outputting these designs. So you want it specifically trained in a certain sector so that you're able to do a lot more output. Y Combinator is doing the work for you. They're trying to come up with the ideas that they want in their system, and all you have to do is try to follow through. So here are 2 ideas that I think would be very valuable and easy to do for most people.